So I'm going to be doing this hashtag 100-day project, and my goal is to do 100 days of drawing and painting with either watercolor or with inks animals. And I'm working on improving my drawing skills as well as figuring out when is too much and when should I stop in the whole process of painting so it doesn't look overworked and I don't lose the really nice look when I go to add in a little bit more detail and then mess it up. So this book is what I got a couple years back at Barnes & Noble, The Fundamentals of Drawing Animals, and it's really helped me so much. The first thing I did was drawing this fish. And this is the actual fish I did the very first time, following the two instructions and learning the basic shapes. So I've also drawn a dog's face and I drew a parrot. And so today what I wanted to do is do a guinea pig. Let me find it real quick. So this is not a tutorial teaching you how to do it. It's really just me chronicling my art and my improvements, hopefully, in doing art. So here is the little guinea pig that I'm going to work on. And we grab some paper. And I'll grab a pencil. Eraser. So starts off with like some ovals. So we'll go like this. A little bit wider at the bottom. A little bit flatter at the top. And then we do like some triangle. Some triangle.
Daddy's battery's dead without a head pump.
Curved triangles.
Why? Why your head is dead?
Daddy needs a head pump.
Then we do down here. We have some little legs.
Why you tell me how to do this thing?
Little chubby legs.
I want to do it.
And then a little derriere. That's a little bit wide.
This boat is going to be some monster trucks.
Then we got his little.
Mom, can't chat. Can't chat. It's here.
I should actually be using a sketchbook because this is just a little bit
Do what?
no support because I wasn't planing this properly. And then we got a kind of circle, sort of. Then we go like this, line down the middle. With some curve. We have some oval eyes like that. I hope I'm not blocking the way. And then we take some shaping from the top of the head down to that area there. And I feel like I want to go like that. Something like that. Then we'll put some eyes. In there. Then we'll start to do some texture on those ears. This one. Then it goes like this. So we have his little lip down there. And then this is the start of his little nose. And he has nostrils. And we have some more coloring there. Maybe darker in there. Then we kind of want to get our shape to him. He has little feet. You probably can't see that. I think I need to improve this. Okay, so I'm back. And just adjust this a little. I don't know how to zoom on this camera. This is my first video, so I will be making improvements. I obviously did this separate. This is a different one. This is my first time. This is my second time. I did that off camera. So now I'm going to go in and do some painting. And the whole point of this is I'm not an expert. I am very much a beginner. And I think I can definitely do this drawing better. But I'm just going to go for it. So I'm using some watercolors. These are Renaissance. I have them. I have aqua dot watercolors. I'm going to kind of wet the surface a bit so I get some smoothness, and I'm not too worried about if this turns out great or it doesn't turn out great, because my whole point of doing this is to just get better and better and force myself to do something every day, even if it's not great. I like to paint flowers, but I love cute little animals, and I would love to get better at drawing them and painting them. So let's see if we want some lightness overall. So I'm going to take some yellow ochre and make a light wash of that. I don't remember what guinea pigs look like. I'm just gonna let it go. And I know I'm doing this at an angle. This is probably a steeper angle than I should be doing it. There's an artist called Laurel Hart on YouTube who I love her style, and she does her watercoloring on her table easel at an incline. Probably not, it's not as steep as this one. I wonder if I can lower this one and still be able to keep it on video. Let's see. I don't know. I think that's going to be a little difficult. I'm going to try and do a better job recording the next one. So, anyway, let's sop up a little bit of that. But everything has a little bit of a yellow ochre to it. And take some washi tape. It's because I usually do this downstairs. Put that there. So then, I want to put some darkness into some spots. So I'm going to take some raw umber, I think. And I'm just going to mix up some of that. And I'm going to put it like here. Ah. Don't like that. I just don't really like the color, actually. Let's see. Put a little up there. Put a little over here. Like around his eyes. So my previous ones I did yesterday and the day before, I did more, well actually, the dog that I did the first day, actually, I didn't do a lot of, I drew the sketch, and then I just like use the watercolors to give it texture and gradation and such. And then the parrot that I did yesterday, I did a little bit of both. I did some texture with like the pencil, and then I did some more texture with the watercolors, and kind of why I didn't really necessarily want to do that today, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I made it worse when I added the texture with the watercolors, but I thought maybe if I don't put the texture in the first place with this little guinea pig, that it'll be better. I'm not sure if that's the case, but that's all right. We're gonna pick up some of this. I don't really want that color around it at the bottom. Do that. Sop up some of that. And I think it needs to dry a little bit. Although maybe I'll put just a smidge more. Right in here, the ear. And there. Looking at the reference, it's not really a reference photo, it's more like a sketching tutorial or sketching instructions, and they don't have any color, so and they did it with just charcoal and graphite. I don't want to do that. I wanted to use some watercolor. So I think I'll have to let that dry before I do something more to it, otherwise it's going to just get bad. Okay, so this is the finished product. I think it looks okay. I have to work on how to do fur, because I think the left side, like looking at the guinea pig, our left, looking at his eye, I think that looks decent. And I think the ear on the right side, our right, looks okay. The fur around his eye on the right, wonky. And I get bored doing it, so I think I just want to put some texture in, like with a pen, and then just like kind of put a wash over it. That's my thought. So maybe I will most likely be trying this little guinea pig again later on in this 100-day challenge, but for now I'm moving on to a different animal for tomorrow.